Let's go ahead and take a look at those current temperatures to greet you as you get up and get out the door this morning. And like I mentioned in the first forecast, it is a much cooler start to the day than what we experienced yesterday morning. Almost 20 degrees cooler in some parts of the heartland, and a few areas here at and below the freezing threshold, down into the lower 30s. So 31 across Albia and Ottumwa, reaching barely to the mid 30s here across Highway 36, and 36 degrees the warmest temperature we've got right now over in Keokuk. So make sure you're grabbing that heavier jacket as you're getting the kids ready for school and you're getting yourself off to work this morning. And also expect to see a healthier deck of cloud cover as we get out the door and as the sun begins to rise up above the horizon. But we'll see more sunshine moving on in here as we go throughout the rest of today's forecast. So that's the good news. We are going to see the sunshine coming right on back, but unfortunately, it may not stick around for all that long because we are tracking our next weather maker moving on in for later this evening, and that will mean cloud cover will increase and then the chances for rain will arrive. But before any of that rain does arrive, here's what we'll expect to see in the afternoon hours. Temperatures reaching back into the lower 50s, and we are seeing more cloud cover over parts of southeast Iowa as well as then right down towards the border there with with Missouri. So we're going to be looking at partly sunny to mostly sunny skies really from north to south, but light winds here across the area out of the west and northwest, just around 5 miles an hour. So not going to be dealing with low end wind chill values throughout the day today, but definitely maybe grab that sweater and maybe a light jacket along with it. Otherwise, here's a look at the overnight hours, which will stay pretty mild compared to where we're waking up this morning, as we're going to start to pick up our winds out of the south, and that'll help boost in some of the warmer temperatures we're actually going to be getting as we go into the middle of our work week. So don't expect this little cool down to last all that long. We're going to bounce back pretty nicely here as we go into Wednesday and Thursday's forecast. Temperatures hovering very, very close to roughly 40 degrees with those rain chances arriving prior to midnight. And looking at those actually moving on in as we get close to your commute home from work. They're going to start off from our west, passing across the Interstate 35 corridor as we go towards 5 and 6 p.m. Moving in with some light rain, but as you can see, west of I-35, there are some heavier embedded cells capable of producing periods of a more moderate rainfall, maybe a rumble of thunder, especially for those of us who live a little bit closer to the Des Moines metro. We are seeing some instability in the atmosphere, just not enough to really push in a large area of thunderstorm potential, just maybe a few embedded cells like we're getting here right across areas like Ottumwa and then heading north towards Mahaska County and places like Sigourney, and then continuing off to the north and west into Des Moines. But really seeing a lack of moisture dropping down south of the border into northeast Missouri. And then as for the overnight hours, little isolated spurts of rain possible, but we're really seeing most of this out of the area prior to sunrise on Wednesday. And then we'll look at yet another chance for some rain returning as we move forward into our Thursday forecast. But we're also keeping a close eye on an increased instability factor, meaning thunderstorm potential would be a little bit higher across parts of northeast Missouri, and then there's even a threat for marginal risk of severe weather out by St. Louis. However, in terms of rainfall amounts tonight, really looking at less than just a quarter of an inch of rain, and then we're back into the 60s by Wednesday. Let's go.